Great to see an organized team make it through. However, Na'Vi, they start to really pick up the pace. So if Guardian starts to really hit those shots, it's going to be an impressive map. But typically, I've noticed that he does seem to struggle a little bit on cobblestone. So we're going to be jumping into the pistol round, and we can let the theory go for a moment as the action is soon to begin.
Yep, and let's look at the purchase here from Na'Vi. It's going to be 4 armors. They've actually dropped a Tech 9 to one of the players. So Edward has got a Tech 9 and an armor. He's only a flash. It looks like you're going to be going towards the B bomb site right away.
Throwing a grenade.
And there it is, Guardian. It's going to be one of the first men here out there. And Edward as well, seized. It's going to go down as well as Edward, and Tarek and Cutler are going to be doing a fantastic job here. Hayes is going to be locking down Connector as well, as Zeus is the last man standing. So we'll have to see whether or not any additional damage can be done by Zeus. The bomb is out there in the middle of nowhere, so it's going to be rather difficult here for Zeus to find anything. But he's going to do his utmost to try to accomplish that. Now, not sure which way to turn, and I can imagine finding this quite difficult in his position as well. But he's going to find the first headshot onto Haste. 3 more to go with that 5-7 that he's picked up from JDM.
Tarek and Cutler are actually pretty low, so if he gets lucky, you never know, but it's going to be a very hard prospect. The bomb is down as well, so he doesn't even have that advantage going for him. So he needs to make some fast kills, and actually, well, CLG needs to make some mistakes at this point for just to have a good chance at this.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough, and I like how he's trying to actually make this work here in this hopeless situation, not rushing into anything. And that's some good damage done. They're all really low within 1 shot, dying essentially from this 5-7. There's surely not a way for Zeus to make this happen. Surely not. Zeus, he's going to find himself an extra kill, but there's still 2 men left standing, and CLG will indeed win that pistol round after a slight scare.
Yeah, Tarek seems to have made that chicken hut into his home. Another 3K for him from that area, as you can see here in this replay. Just destroying Seized and Guardian, and then also killing the third guy as well. So great stuff from Tarek here. Zeus obviously trying to get back into it. Doesn't manage to do it in the end. It was a 2-1 situation, and CLG comes out on top.
Laying down
and as you can see here, Navi's going to make a huge investment on this second round. They're going to be fully bought for this. They have some Deagles and Tech 9s going on. Zeus also has a smoke grenade. So let's see how it works out for them.
Smoke.
Now the good old force bite from Na'Vi indeed, and they are moving the bomb down A long at this point, and CLG, they're playing that classic anti-eco sort of around, just keeping the distances and making sure they can abuse those ranges and not get caught close with those where the strengths are for those pistols. And Guardian will open things up, taking down Hayes. So still not a disaster yet for CLG. Still got some good positioning. Things start to get a little bit precarious. Finesse has to take the frag against Seized, but he's going to die. And now things are starting to get a bit precarious. 5 versus 3. The bomb making its way towards A. It means Cutler needs to do a heavy amount of damage to the opposition, and it's not going to happen. Just 1 frag, and all of a sudden Na'Vi making this force by work. At least Jaden's going to clean up Connector, allowing at least an approach back in, but they've got to get through these choke points, got to get through these doors. The smokes are always going to cause issues here for this retake.
It's going to be a very he gets that shot JDM. Does he get that next to Tarek? No, Tarek has flame.
It's been pretty impossible here for Tarek, and indeed Guardian is going to finish him off. So good setup there, but
nutty shots. I mean,
what happened here?
I mean, yeah, those first 2 shots that happened from Na'Vi were just huge, managing to create that 5-on-3 situation in their favor, and even getting that 3rd kill before giving 1 away from their own, and managing to take that A site, getting the bomb down. Not a lot to do for CLG, so that was a heartbreaking situation for CLG. Getting that pistol round and then losing the round after is always going to be very heartbreaking indeed.
Throwing smoke.
The classic sort of play these days. Play me with that sawn off and just jumping into the drop zone. And CLG just force their way back into this with a quick force by indeed. It's going to be tough, but Edward is going to take the first frag. He drops into drop zone. And he's going to be spraying away with that P90, but not quite too much luck there with the frags. Still 3 players left alive here for CLG, and now Na'Vi starting to lose players of their own. This force buy could actually end up working, but Zeus will find himself that position behind the boulder. Always tough to deal with that player, but it's just him left. 18 HP as well for Hazed, so the hope is not high. But he's going to try to make it happen with that 5-7. Finds Guardian, but he will meet his demise to the AK, and that's going to be Na'Vi 2-1.
Yeah, CLG trying to luck with the force buy there. Cutler making a couple of kills happen and FNS as well, but in the end of the day, Na'Vi survives that situation. It's going to be putting CLG in a save here and a bit of a pressure to the upcoming round as well. Obviously, when you force buy, you're not going to have a lot of money going into that first actual buy round, and that's exactly the situation. Lucky for them, though. I mean, JDM still has 3.6k, so he'll be on that off.
Yeah, and it's going to be quite interesting to see whether or not CLG can get some damage done here, economically speaking. It's unlikely, but that would very much help the cause. We've got already first going to Seize with that Mag 10. Seize is going to be jumping into the drop, but he's going to get taken down by JDM, catching him off guard. And now it's going to be Tarek there. He's picked himself up an AK. The bomb is actually down as well, so a lot of damage being done here now for CLG. This is a good round despite what they invested. Very little indeed. JDM is going to look for the next engagement. He's going to get taken down, but 2 kills is actually pretty decent in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, one of them, Ceased, I think he needs to drop here to get all the nades he would like to have. So always great to get those couple of kills. Those going to help CLG's cause. And as I said, JDM still has that money, so he's going to be able to buy the op. But there's going to be a bit of a limitation when it comes to the grenades. So no Molotovs for CLG at all. Though everyone except for JDM has to smoke to slow down the attacks from Na'Vi. So let's see what kind of approach they have in their setup. On the city side, it seems like they're standing here alone. Meanwhile, Na'Vi is taking a very cautious, slow approach, feeling out what's going on. Bit of pressure put on that drop room. Meanwhile, you have Guardian and Zeus here working in this middle.
In that position on the boost. They're getting themselves good angles with that AWP. Could be unexpected, but Na'Vi, they are dealing with all these smokes at the moment. There's not much they can really do to make much happen with all the smokes down. But it does look like they're slowly trying to build some opportunities here for their side. And Hayes is going to back away along from CLG, so they're starting to feel the pressure as well.
Yeah, Na'Vi gradual, just taking over the map a bit by bit right now in that here in the middle. And it seems like they're actually grouping up to go towards that B bomb site, just leaving Zeus here towards the A. So he's going to be either a flank or a bit of a distraction here. Meanwhile, his teammates are gearing to go to this drop room.
JDM still unknown in this angle. Could be the X factor in this round. Seize will get the opening on this, and where is the response? JDM is gearing up for it. He's going to connect the shot as well. There's multiple players coming in from drop though to try to combine this push. What a shot there from JDM, finding Guardian at range with the AWP and Cutler. Hold down the window into connection. If he can make this back happen, the chances are rising here for CLG, massively so. Everybody from the North American team is delivering against Na'Vi in this very critical round. And now we're going to see the savior of Train for Na'Vi. He's going to find the first frag, dropping Hayes at distance. But there's still much more to be done and no time to do it. Sees all he can do right now is to just stay alive. But CLG, I'm not sure if they're going to allow that now that the time is up. They're going to look for the frag. He's going to have the first player attacking, and he's going to go down after time. Brilliant call from CLG.
Yeah, and that was just on JDM again. A massive performance from him, and he seems to, doesn't matter if he's T side or CT side, he just loves being around that box on that B plateau. Getting 2 huge kills to just stop that push from Na'Vi. Even if Na'Vi got that first kill in FNS in drop room, they still couldn't manage to do really anything going to that bomb site. So just a good spot from CLG, and Na'Vi still going to be forced buying into this one. They'll have a Galil, they have a Tech 9. They're still on that up, and a couple of AKs to work with. A bit of nades too, so they've gone for that force.
And Na'Vi looking for that A-long take again. And
Grenade out.
well, CLG with their setups, they have been neglecting it quite a lot, so it's a good read from Na'Vi.
And yet again, you have this Na'Vi-esque thing going on here. A lot of the times yesterday as well, I think it was yesterday, when they played this map, they just take over this long to start off with. And Guardian already spotting that Cutler here, jumping into the bomb site. There's going to be a guy here towards the site.
Flashbang.
Hayes will take Edward down there, and that's a really important kill now because he's going to create a lot of pressure to stop the T side from just building that push into the A bomb side itself. That's the second kill now. There's the third player. He's really starting to soar in this one. Cutler taking down Flamey. Tarek in great position to get the trade onto Seized with that M4, and now it's just on Guardian, and they Na'Vi weren't able to put the pieces together in this round despite getting some good positioning.
Yeah, I mean, they were just dying one by one, and I'm not really sure why they committed to go through that A-long halls all the way and trying to commit to the A side right away. They should have just tried to get an opening kill and then make a decision afterwards. They still had all that time going on, but instead, they just died one by one, and CLG capitalized on the situation. And that's going to be their third round. Guardian here saving that op in that T-tower. See if the CTs are going to push him. Probably not. Since their economy is not looking too good either. I think that's the smart move to do. They'll know that op is going to be in the play, but they'll know their opponents don't have a lot of money either. Well, they don't have a lot of money either. So I mean, it's a smart thing to not go and try to get that kill.
Almost feels like Hayes, you know, he pulled out a linchpin from the round there for Na'Vi. As soon as he got that first kill, because there's nobody to follow up in that position, then he's safe on CT ramp, and you just can't build the round into the site. So and he's also alone there as well. So if they just attacked him with numbers, they would actually have some success. It almost feels like they are baiting Na'Vi into taking a long by saying, "Well, it's free."
Throwing grenade. Fire in the hole.
On this one.
Incendiary out.
Ball armors and pistols, and Guardian's going to be the front man with that op. He's going to try to create an opening here to this B plateau. Scoping around with that AWP.
JD in there as well, though. Is he going to get the better of him? No, Guardian will get the entry. Very big kill from Guardian, opening up the round for his team, despite just being on Tech 9s. This is the role Guardian knows to provide here for his team. He's got to be the carry. He's got the AWP still. He's looking for the shots. He can't get the trade. Still trying to use his vantage point to his advantage, but it's not quite happening right now. Pulls out the Glock, gets promptly dropped there, but he has created the space in the bomb site for his team to capitalize. 2 versus 1 now as Cutler approaches from the flank, and he's going to take it slowly here as the bomb is not yet down, and he needs to get some information.
Both turrets right now are pretty low. That's both of them. That gets both of them as well.
Wow, that was really unfortunate for Na'Vi, but CLG must be loving it as they are definitely in a really good place now. Just as you pointed out, the money for both teams in that round is pretty dire. Na'Vi actually getting in that kind of half by the quasi by there, having Guardian on the AWP and the rest of the team with the Tech 9s. It's actually going to allow them to have a bit of a bite into this round, but you've got to favor CLG now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a reasonable choice from Na'Vi at this point. They'll know that CLG's money is not that good, so they're trying to force that state.
Deploying flashbang. Throwing
Players moving on quickly there with those Tech 9s, and that's how you use them, and they will get the trade, which is what they were playing for, but they did sustain a lot of damage. However, the bomb site, there's actually no CT directly on top of it at the moment, just Cutler's nearby, but he's quite good to come in. So Na'Vi building a strong round in here now, but the team coming in from the CT side. Zeus in with a frag, the trades are coming thick and fast, but it's just Zeus left against 2 CTs. At least he's got the bomb, and he can get the plant, but it looks like his position is going to be taken down here by Finesse, and that's a very nice cleanup coming in from CLG.
Yeah, Collar got a lot more out of that round than he could have hoped for in the end. Being so low all the way back in that CT spawn, getting a kill there and just slowing down Zeus enough so that his teammates can come in and sweep the round in the end in that active line situation, and CLG making it happen. I think this is the point where Na'Vi can actually buy because he got that bomb down, and they've lost 4 rounds in a row as well. So the economy is working out in their favor in this situation.
Yeah, it's quite interesting how this Cobble is shaping up at this point with these kind of 2 half buys from Na'Vi, now going into a 4 buy thanks to the bomb being down. And, well, I'm looking forward to seeing Guardian and JDM action here. These are definitely the centerpiece of the team in that sense of the AWPs.
Definitely, and we'll see here right now. Na'Vi is taking it really slow. It's going to be Edward here working towards the B bomb side again. He's going to have that 3-man group. He's going to try to take that A long. See if Na'Vi keep this more methodical this time around instead of just committing right away to that A side. Trying to force an opening and then utilize that as the CT sets rotate. If the turret.
We've seen this round before, and Cutler dealing some good damage through the smoke. Na'Vi trying to build into the A again with the potential for the flank and drop as well. There's 2 players, but can the hold come in for the North American side? Hayes is going to go down to Zeus, but they have lost some control.
Yeah, now they have a lot of options they can run here because, as I said, that's going to cause a rotation. You have 2 CLG CTs are going to be A side and 2 on the B side, so that opens up a lot of opportunities here. Na'Vi could do a fake round. They can fully commit on this B side, and it seems like they're actually going to be rotating that bomb somewhere towards the B side. So that's possibly going to be where they're attacking here.
Devious
Incendiary out.
stuff. Devious stuff here from Na'Vi. Really trying to toy with CLG on those rotations. They have no idea what's going on. Zeus will pick up a kill as the push has now been revealed into the B-bomb site from Na'Vi. And Ozan will catch Zeus off guard. He's holding onto his position here, going for the spray, but he doesn't get the follow-up kill. And that is going to allow Na'Vi straight onto the bomb site, and it's going to put Cutler in a position where he is alone against 3 members, and he's looking to try and through the door for the first engagement. He's going to find it, and he'll actually get the kill. The Guardian will find the kill with the Tracer through the smoke, revealing Cutler's position, and that's going to be around for Na'Vi.
And that's going to be a disaster for CLG's economy at this point. Everyone except for FNS are sitting at very, very low cash. So it's definitely going to be one save. The question is, are they going to double save on this one or not? But there we go, where Na'Vi manages to force that opening kill. That's going to cause a rotation from the CTs. And what you saw after that, you saw Zeus be left alone in middle, and the rest of the Ts were going towards that B bomb site. Zeus creates a distraction on the A site, even gets that kill, and then the rest of the Ts pushes that B bomb site. They get the bomb down, they win the round.
Now it's just standard anti-eco business, and it's the kind of a round that you would expect Na'Vi to have a good grasp on how to play, so that they have minimal losses, and hopefully for them, no losses.
Yeah, and a bit of a different approach here from Na'Vi as well. Instead of taking that side hall with 3, they're just holding here with Zeus and Flamey middle. Meanwhile, the other trying to have a peek from drop and see what's going on in that B long. It seems like they're going to be opting to move towards that A bomb side, actually, which only has Cutler and Haste right now holding it.
Yeah, and the Na'Vi, they should be able to trade quite effectively because they're staying together as a team, so the pistol shouldn't be able to isolate them too easily, and Na'Vi should be able to overpower and overwhelm their way up the CT ramp. But there are some dinks from Zeus with the USP, and Edward just dives straight in there. He's going to isolate himself. Flamey will come in by the side, but he's a little bit too slow, and that's going to be a 3-on-3 with Charlie being critically low. The pistols can definitely be enough, but the P90 goes to work, and Flamey will take down 2 players, leaving just Tarek left alone. He does have a taser, though.
Such a meat grinder in that weapon, though. P90 against no armor opponents.
Yep, no Kevlar, no fun.
No, definitely not. And that's going to leave Tarek alone here with the USP and Zeus. Just hoping for someone to come into his crosshair. It's not looking too good for him. Jumping in with that Zeus as well.
First person really wants to get the Zeus off here, but oh wow, he actually takes down Steez. That's kind of surprising considering Steez was pretty healthy.
And a lot more. Seriously, Steel just got a lot more than they would have hoped for. And as you can see here, their money right now is pretty low. So from the looks of things, seems like they're going to be going for that double save. I think that's a smart move right now to do. Make sure you have all the weaponry you need and all the nades you need. They can afford buying some Deagles here, a B250s and a CZ, and a couple of nades as well. Haste there actually did a lot of work, and I don't know, really, Na'Vi sort of felt like disconnected for a moment there on that round. That could have been costly as well, but in the end, it was Flamey that P90 that made the huge difference and secured the round for Na'Vi.
Yeah, and you know, like you mentioned, this is going to open up opportunities in the future for CLG. You know, dealing with extra damage, Na'Vi having to spend too much money really to be honest in that round. But looks like they're going to build into a much better anti-eco kind of a round, just executing onto the site, backs against the wall together. As one, they move onto the or kind of as a split. They will end up there together though, and Edward will finally drop down in through the drop. Good coordination here this round from Na'Vi, and they are going to make an excellent round for themselves, completely clean.
Yeah, that's an interesting shot they have going on there. They'll create a wall of smoke to that B bomb site. We've seen a lot of that recently, but what they do, instead of going to that B platform, they'll rotate 3 guys to the drop room and go through there actually, and they'll create a bit of a sandwich effect at that B bomb site, and they just did it to perfection there in that situation where Steel G was on a save. But as we can see here this time around, they're going to be purchasing JDM again on that op, everyone else on those M4s.
Throwing
work.
Throwing flashbang.
Oh, we have a very different round here from Na'Vi. A very fast great He's going to spot a lot of players. He gets the first frag and another one as well. That's really good damage and all the information for CLG. Na'Vi should know at this point it's going to be very hard, but they are going to force the issue. They're going up the ramp. They want to keep trying to bite away at this A-bomb site, but CLG, they've got 3 players in position.
I think the big difference right now is if he connects on these shots.
Laying
He
down.
does.
Two players by the ramp here. Guardian trying to get the wall bang in, but this is such a hard approach. There's so much time for CLG to set up, and Flamey will find a quick headshot onto Hayes. The bomb is down in front of the smoke, though. They need to get that bomb, and they need to get the frags as well. And we can see them backing away a little bit, so Guardian can get the approach from A-Long. They realize there is some time to play with in this 2 versus 2, and Guardian might very well open himself up into a very critical angle. He's going to see a foot there, and he does take the shot, but he's still looking for the frag. Finesse didn't know the Guardian was shooting at him, and now Tarek is down to 40 HP, but he'll get the kill onto Flamey. 30 seconds for Guardian to find the plant and the frag. And here he goes. He picks up the bomb. He's going to back away now. Tarek waiting patiently. He wants to play it safe. He wants to wait until that bomb is down, and then he can make his move. He's going to hear the bomb plant sound. With the incendiary. Will this be good for Guardian out of position? Tarek looking for the shot there, but Guardian pulls out the P250. He's going closer and closer. Has to go for the reload, and Tarek is slowly but surely getting closer and closer, and he finds the kill onto Guardian. Wins the clutch round, and now we've got a situation on our hands. 6-6. How's the money looking now, Steve?
Yeah, it's still looking. I mean, Navi's going to be able to buy here. Have got a pretty healthy one, but they're going to be fully invested on this one. If they lose this one here, that would mean they probably have to eco, and really fast attack from Navi in that round. Kotler getting those 2 first kills kind of stopped it, but Navi was fully committed on it, and they kept coming in and Guardian getting that, I would say, easy and free kill on the Finesse, making it a 1-on-2, but Tarek in the end manages to prevail, wins it against Guardian.
Those key plays coming in, those open 2 kills, and Hayes, oh my god, I love this push from him. He's going straight to the field. They've never showed such aggression, and he's going to find a frag. Of course, Guardian never expected that. The trade comes in, but a trade in this situation, is that something you really want?
No, not really when you're CT side. This is definitely favoring the tourist. Again, we see it's going to be 2 guys on this A side and 2 guys on this B side. So this means the CTs actually have to take risks. They need to be the one that takes the initiative in this situation. So Navi definitely favored. Gem could make the difference, actually. I don't think he's really played A-Long at all against Navi with the AWP, but he will give his position away. They know he's there now, and they actually shuffle all the way back out of A-Long, having realized that JDM's on that angle. And I mean, that push could have been so good if there was nobody there to get the information and survive. That would have been pretty sick. Here is going to get the from the Tarek, who spots him out on the bomb site. This could be under a lot of pressure here from FNF and Tarek, and goes down to that Molotov.
Wow, a lot of damage being done here on this initial defense. CLG looking strong right now. Pistol comes out for Tarek, just rattling it away, and it's going to be JDM to get the finishing blow onto Zeus. 7-6, CLG taking a lot of rounds now. Do you think Navi, what's going on for Navi at the moment? Do you feel like they're making a lot of mistakes, not hitting their shots? What's the issue?
Yeah, I mean, in that round, for example, Edward is just a bit too far ahead. He should have waited for his teammates, because they obviously wanted to commit to that B bomb. So wait for your teammates to be in there. Wait so that you can definitely make sure you can trade those kills. He committed way too far into that B plateau, and then once he was spotted out, he got Molotov. He started to fall back, and that's the point where he started to be at that point.
Oh my god, the fast push from him. Cutler. He's praying for his life, but can he get any kills? No! Hayes is going to take down Edward to try to help save things here. But Navi doing a lot of damage on this round, and they did invest slightly, so there are a couple of Kevlars in play on 2 of the 3 remaining players for Navi as things start to slow down, and they boost back out of drop zone. Interesting play coming in. Tarek is trying to spot and see what's going on. He's going to find Guardian, but Zeus takes him down. Oh my goodness, what is actually going to happen here now? Is JD for the save?
Yeah, that was a bit of a missed opportunity for Tarek for sure. And that creates a 3-on-2 situation. And get that bomb down as well. JD doesn't go down though. Eventually does though, and Hayes is going to be alone in a 1-on-2.
What on earth is happening right now? Awkward engagements all over the place. But Hayes, he's going to get a lot of damage. Oh, but Guardian finds the headshot immediately with the AK-47. Hayes is out of the picture, and 7-7 is now the score.
And it's going to be a disaster last round for CLG as well. They have absolutely no money at all. It's only going to be JDM that can afford an actual rifle. The rest of the team is going to have to make a lot of compromises in their purchases. It seems like one of them also is going to manage to get a FAMAS, so, you know, that's something at least.
He goes out.
Just a lot of weird rounds here going back and forth, and Navi being just slightly better in those tough situations.
They're playing really well as well, playing their game, and not really going down to the pressure in any sense of the situation. It's the last round of the first half, and big advantage for Na'Vi on these weapons, and they've taken good positioning. Seized is maybe going to get caught off guard here. Just got the boost in time, but that could have been very nasty for Seized. He's going to flush them out with the grenades as Na'Vi slowly goes their grip around the neck of CLG in this round. And here it is. Edward with the first frag. JDM is going down. And the Guardian is catch it. Does get a lot of damage onto Tarek. There's the finishing blow as well. So they look pretty solid in this one now.
Yeah, but FNS does get flamey though. So that creates something for CLG. We'll see still again gets haste down. It's going to be a 4-2 situation in favor of Na'Vi, and FNS is in a bit of a gets picked up by Zeus, leaving Cutler alone here. Wow, what a trade of shots there. Cutler hit that shot with a P250, but Zeus just returning that favor with these AK-47, and that's going to put Na'Vi in an A7 situation on that CT half. And here comes the huge grind for CLG, because this is the side that they're going to be on right now, that they had a lot of struggles against Na'Vi previously. They were attacking that B-bomb side a lot on the T side, or let's put it this way, they tried to attack that B-bomb side a lot of the times. They didn't really have a lot of success. It was actually the rounds where they started to go towards the A side that they managed to produce things. They had a pretty good thing going on where they'll take over middle really fast. A lot of the time they actually got that initial kill.
Do you think it's something they can fix though? As you're saying, like trying to attack the B site, they had some time since that match. I would have imagined that they might have watched the demo back already. Do you think there's some simple fixes there, or do you think it's a bit more systemic, a bit more complicated?
I think they need to like opt to go more to the default kind of style. They try to get that map control before making a decision, instead of just going to the straight up B execute kind of a play. But let's see if they learned their lesson or not.
That is actually quite common, that kind of play that I've watched, that I've seen from the North American matches that I've casted in the past. So definitely no surprise to me to hear that. But yeah, I mean, they have had time to adapt to Na'Vi, and I mean, that can possibly play into their favor. At least now they've already run their kind of rounds, so they have had time to make the adjustments. So definitely hoping to see a big, very competitive map.
So wait,
here.
which one is it? Is Zeus the player or is Zeus the weapon? That's a quick question.
That's a big question indeed. Zeus actually having a good performance here. Indeed, 17 frags, top fragging on the map. And Zeus sometimes does have these crazy performances actually. I used to see him performing always on Dust 2. That used to be a map that was always very good for him.
Yeah, Guardian is looking at a 13-3-6 first half as well. So he's putting his efforts in there too. I think he needs to continue that right now. For sure, but like I said, pointed out before, it's going to be CLG's job to be done here. They need to be the ones that are smarter than previously as we go into this pistol round. And let's look at CLG's purchase on this pistol. Seems like Tarek's bought a P250, has a flash and a smoke. JD also has a P250 and a Molotov, so they have actually 3 sets of nades here going on and just 2 armors. So obviously that indicates some kind of an execute from CLG.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what they go with. Looks like it's going to be B. So the answer is that straight away. Just as you said, it is the B shenanigans once again from the terrorist side. CLG opening things up with a good entry. That's a great grenade into Edward's position, and he's going to reveal himself. The team can't even flame. He's been paid off. He's helping out the other side. He has defected, and it's going to be a bomb plant and a very clean round so far from CLG, losing only Finesse. And Seized, okay, he's been carrying Na'Vi out of some very hard situations on the first map, but I don't know that this is possible.
I think this is a bit too much for him. I think the best thing right now he can really hope for is to maybe get a kill, get some money, and save that armor he has right now. But straight up B play from CLG works out perfectly. Fenaz was the first guy out, and he just killed the first guy right away, dinked another as well, dealt a massive amount of damage. CLG bring that important pistol round to equalize the score to 8-8.
I love the detail there from CLG to toss the HE into the chicken hut, because that's actually the way I see teams lose that round. They get all the positioning on, then the guy pops out from the chicken hut at the wrong moment, baiting his entire team with the silenced USP, kills like 2 or 3 players, and then that T side then loses that round. But they had the nade for that.
And now, interestingly enough, Navi is going to be force buying in this round. Not sure if I'm a great fan of this. It's been a really equal first half, so...
But not the Eagles.
I know this can have a huge difference on how this half is going to pan out. I mean, obviously, if Navi wins it, it's going to be devastating for CLG. That's what happened in the first half as well. They won a first buy, but not sure this one.
Oh wow, actually that said though, they are managing to rotate into their positions very quickly. They're in fact going to get out of these choke points straight into the boss. Like, well, at least have some engagement to potentially work. He's going to hit some shots here. Sees he's going to get flashed there, and that's not going to work out too well for Na'Vi as he get completely crushed on the bottom side. And oh my god, Guardian getting 2 kills, Edward with 1 and another one as well. JDM goes down and they win the force fight out of nowhere.
Wow, we're definitely going to see a replay of Guardian hitting two very naughty deagle shots. I mean, well, you pointed out. You said it. Deagles, man.
Deagles. The Deeks.
Oh my. Look at this.
Boom.
It's happening. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. It happens now. There we go. And there we go.
Oh my god.
And then Edward chimes in as well.
Disgusting.
Making matters worse for CLG. So which happened again. Na'Vi managed to win a force buy situation. The heartbreak for CLG, who themselves go for a force buy as well. They're gonna have Haze on a Galil, the rest of the team on pistols. They'll have a bunch of nades to work with, and it seems like they're setting up, surprise, surprise, a B attack momentarily.
And last time they did get the this kind of a round out.
Laying down
They got crushed by Na'Vi. And so they're going to be hoping for another result this time around. Prove that they too can win these force buy situations. At least they got a rifle on Haze, the Galil, no less. And the drop is now occupied by some T's, but in comes Zeus. He's going to get taken down there. Looking for some information. He's going to fall to Tarek and into the Guardian. He's be expecting the fast push here. Flamey needs to survive here, but he goes down to the P90 picked up on Cutler. Guardian now makes his presence known from the back. Finesse clearing out Edward, and now it's the 3 versus 2. That bomb planted. CLG can make this one work. Guardian trying to save his team right now with that M4, looking for those players, but they have so much discipline. Not peeking. Cutler picking up another one with a P90, running and gunning, distracting Guardian for JDM to take him down. What a round there from CLG. They're gonna win the reforce.
Yeah, I mean, what a back and forth affair we have here. But it needs to be pointed out that Zeus made a huge mistake in that round. The peek he did to drop room after CLG dropped down. One of them dropped down there was unnecessary. He could have just waited for CLG to really commit to that drop room before doing anything. Got killed right away, and then the sandwich effect was ready and done by CLG, and there we have it. That's going to be them picking up that round. Forced by. Are you a believer?
I'm always a believer in the Deagles. We have 3 just as last time and a couple 5.7s in there. And they are in the right place. Got to give them the right place.
Fair enough.
Got the Deagles.
Oh wow, but not sure what Zeus was doing again. He yeah, I don't know.
He stole Smith's his bandana. He tried to be the French Rambo, but he can't because he's not French. So he can't make that work. You need to be French to make that one work. And Zeus, at least he got some information for his team, but that said, this early on, it doesn't really help too much. CLG could always go back if they wanted. However, they are going to press the attack. They're going to move, get back to the wall there. Nice snap onto Edward. Guardian spotted, and he gets another crazy Deagle shot at range. Looking for more Deagle shenanigans is Guardian. Through the flames, JD will take him down, and it's just C's left now. So CLG looking like they are going to break Na'Vi.
I don't think it's Zeus that needs to be nerfed. I think it's Guardian right now.
Yeah.
I mean, don't give the guy Deagle. Let's put it that way. CLG does manage to live through the scare. Purchased or forced by round rather. There you have it. CLG is going to be put into a 10-9 lead at this point, and I think finally we're going to see a team have an eco round.
Ooh, it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. And it's going to be a tough one for Na'Vi as well. When it comes to their economy,
yes.
for sure. Edward is real low money. Seized also, so compromises are going to happen on that next round as well.
Okay, so this is interesting right now because, you know, as you said, CLG has some problems before. They're starting off on the right foot with their T side now, so they have all the opportunities. And here is the anti-eco. This is a really good round. Very fast, playing as a team, not complicating things, getting the good positions. This is how it's done.
Oh yeah, just a B rush. I mean, the right spot is not even pushing towards that A main. Zeus takes a kill on FNS. JDM traced it off though. Favor is still in CLG's court. They got the bomb down as well. So Na'Vi right now, the best they can hope for is some exit kills.
Yeah, I mean, Na'Vi, they did go for a bit of a coin flip there, starting to rush down the middle. As we can see, it's just about the exit frags, and Tarek will get 2 quick kills, which is quite nice considering the situation, and Hayes will finish off Guardian, so good shooting there as well. Finding himself at the mercy of Seed's pistol, but The frag comes in, the trade comes in, and that's actually not too bad, isn't it?
Right, this early B presence from CLG definitely enables them to do some fakes. They can definitely cause some over-rotation from Na'Vi if they do some B fakes and actually attack that A site. So let's see if CLG continues to push that B site or if there's something else in their strategy.
Is that an M249? What's happening? Did finesse by an M249?
Because, I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you?
Throwing
It's just
smoke.
nature.
That's got to be a mistake. It sucks not to. Oh god, they're going to go in though, and it's such a fast round into this B bomb site. It doesn't matter because Tarek and Hayes are going to take frag after frag. Na'Vi, it was almost as if they weren't even in this round, and it's already over. And in fact, Guardian goes for the pause.
Yeah, that's just a tactical pause, I would imagine, at that point. That was Na'Vi just getting crushed by the CLG rush. FNA's still roaming around, by the way.
He's got an M249. That's got to be a mistake. Oh dear.
Maybe it's a new meta. We don't know.
The new meta. That was the adjustment they made. It's like, oh, guys, we lost key push rounds. What we really needed was an M249. That's what we really needed.
Right. Yeah. Pew pew.
It's really expensive and it's really bad. So I just can't really emphasize that enough.
Terrorists win.
It's very, that's probably the only time we'll see that gun bought in the major.
Grenade out.
And it's probably going to be the only time you'll ever see.
Yeah, maybe. Probably. All right.
Oh, well. But now,
12-9.
I mean, CLG is just pushing Navi's buttons here right now. B rushes are working quite effectively for CLG, that's for sure. I mean, Navi just needs to put a lot more emphasis on that B long, and they just need to use a lot of early nades to make sure that CLG doesn't get out of there as easily as they have right now. So they're definitely going to have a bit of a talk here going on, and what their decision is going to be on the purchase front.
It's really interesting, isn't it, that CLG is starting to find their stride, and
They've not really changed anything from the previous encounter. The main difference is they're winning those battles. They're getting the first kills. They're getting the bomb site.
and that's really good to see. I mean, CLG on this kind of a stage, that's not something they're used to. Na'Vi, on the other hand, they've been on stages like this before.
Yeah, there's a lot of skill in the CLG team. There's no doubting that. I mean, Tarek right now is sitting at 22, Cutler at 20. Those have been the two big guys for CLG, definitely, so far on Cobblestone.
So usually, Na'Vi is a team that does rely on Guardian to deliver. He's been delivering some Deagle headshots in the recent times, that's for sure, and he's been giving them, ins back into the game here or there. But Cobblestone, again, it's not a map that he typically shines on, because it's not necessarily a map where the AWP is always going to be able to have free roam on either the T or the CT side. It often carries quite a lot of risk. There's not many players that consistently were able to make it work. Even Simple, he could be, he's very explosive on a map like this, but it wasn't very common that you would see him just wreck everybody with the AWP. It's quite hard to play and impact heavily with that in a proactive manner. So Guardian, it's harder for him to really force this with the AWP, and he's a great rifler as well. But CLG right now, it feels like they have all the momentum. Do you think that this pause is gonna calm CLG a little bit? Some of the fire is gonna be doused, perhaps?
Yeah, definitely. CLG right now has all the momentum going in their court, and they're just making it work really well. Na'Vi, like I said, they need to start putting a lot more nades in that B long. Start off with, I mean, they just can't let CLG get out like they have so far on the second half, and obviously it's going to be over with if Na'Vi doesn't do anything about it.
I wonder if we'll see a very fast round from CLG to try to break up any play Nardi had in mind, but
Yeah,
Na'Vi is starting to go with a bit of an interesting buy.
That is a bit of a mixed buy, isn't it? Yeah, we have 3 rifles here, 1 for Moss, 2 M4s, and 2 5.7s for Na'Vi. And they're sending all 5 players right now to that B bomb site, so they're confident there's going to be a B attack.
Oh, good damage though with the nades. Na'Vi trying to boost up onto the drop zone, but definitely suffering some damage from those nades. But CLG, once again, CLG seem very good at crossing the T's and dotting the I's in this series, not leaving any spots unchecked, and Guardian patiently, but he decides that it's a little bit too risky and finally backs away. They've completely given up A. They've stacked towards the B bomb side, but CLG with a slow round.
Yeah, and right now, actually, Na'Vi is rotating 2 players towards the A side. That being said, Guardian does turn around. He's going to be around this drop from CT connector. And now we have CLG is actually coming through here. Hayes pushing that B hallway. A couple players here, JDM and FNS at B drop. Are they going to commit to this B bomb side once again? Seems like
They've been quite committed with their stack, which is good. And JDM will just rattle off a few shots. Still not a confirmation though for Na'Vi as to what CLG are doing, but this will be the confirmation. All the nades was blocking out this guy. And it's going to be he could do a lot of damage here. He's going to find one frag, but he is blinded. Very well timed pop coming in from CLG to make their efforts into the site easier. And Hayes picks up another entry. Oh, just barely missing the planter. And that's going to be just 2 players left now for Na'Vi to try to get things done. Guardian is going to run out of bullets, pulls out the 5-7, but the nade Cutler is going to finish him off. And now it's down to Flamey. He does not have a kit or any Kevlar, and Finesse is coming in from the back.
And Molotov going down as well, and he's in a sandwich right now. Flame is not a lot to do. He's gonna go in that drop room and gets killed for FNS, and this has to be really bad for Na'Vi when you think about it. They have 4 players on that B bomb side. They still didn't manage to stop the CLG train coming in that bomb site. I mean, what more can you do?
It's like the CLG train is an express ride to the 3rd map at this point, because we've got a really thick amount of momentum on their side. It really feels like everybody is starting to, come together, hitting their shots. Everyone's coordinating well. Pop flashes as well timed. Good tactical display from CLG, but can they pull it off here? Guardian's picked up the AWP again.
I'm throwing the flashback. Laying down smoke.
So slow around again from CLG. Waiting to see what exactly
Fire in the
Na'Vi throw
hole.
at them if there was to be an aggression. So far, so good for CLG, taking map control one piece at a time.
Yeah, slightly different this time around. Only having FNS here towards the B bomb side, and they're actually taking out a hole. Rather in this round, with Cutler being the front man. You have 2 guys here, JDM just peeking middle, and they're taking it really slow, just trying to
Deploying flashbang.
scout out the map, see what's going on. What is Na'Vi doing them? Their defense, as it seems right now, Na'Vi is quite defensive. Suppose Zeus and Seized are actually putting all their focus into the side hall.
Oh, this is
Throwing
a sneaky
flashbang.
position from C. It's not a common boost that you would normally see. It's very committed. He's got to make the frags from there. And we're going to see CLG moving in there. He's going to get blinded. The wooden panels here. He's going to find himself a frag. There's no more to be found though. And Seized and Zeus will both go down immediately, leaving their teammates to try to retake through the choke points, but they cannot get it done. They have to go back. They can't get in.
I mean, only getting 1 kill in that situation and losing that bomb site right away is going to be a death blow. I mean, Edward needs to go huge. He does get a pick on Hayes, so that creates an opportunity for Na'Vi and equalize the situation in their 3-on-3, but Edward needs to be the one that makes a difference right now. And JDM says no, gets Guardian, make it into 2-on-3
I'm throwing the
situation.
Awkward indeed. I mean, at this point, with that frag onto Guardian, that's really the last nail in the coffin here for Na'Vi in this round. They are going to try to save these weapons, which will do so successfully. CLG taking a lot of care that CLG win another round. Looks like they are going to be doing very well indeed. So 14-9. This is a bit of a shock kind of result, but you got to close, Natu. Always be closing. ABC, that's what it's about, right? So can they get it done? Because I've seen teams get this far before.
And it's always hard to play looking at it from Na'Vi's point of view. They've recently won against CLG at this tournament on Cobblestone. It's easier for the team that's lost previously to go into this map than the one that's previously lost. They've had the opportunity to really learn from their mistake and that play slightly. Obviously, the biggest difference is right now that CLG is hitting a lot of their shots. That's how they're creating these opportunities. And that's why we're looking at this scoreline.
Absolutely, and CLG, they are in the position of another slow round. Pretty much, it looks more or less exactly the same as the last one. More or less, just not as many players towards A-Long. And there's a different setup from Na'Vi. 2 players playing close to A-Long for them. So they're trying to adjust those A-Long takes, it seems.
Yep. We have right now FNS moving pressure this drop room while Edward gets picked on Hayes, but Cutler does get the kill on Edward as well, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 situation. And as mentioned previously, this is going to be something that favors the terrorists. As we can see here, it's going to be 2 guys towards the A side, but Flamey getting a pick on JDM.
Flashbang.
We're a little bit smart here. Getting that advantage. You don't necessarily need to hold drop anymore. 4-3. Flamey is definitely a smart player. Zeus is by the chicken coop as well. Let's see whether or not Zeus's position is going to be the difference maker here. They are already a man ahead as Push slowly makes its way in. Zeus just waiting for that perfect moment to peek out and crush the opposition. He peeks out finally, takes down Finesse, but maybe it was too soon because Tarek and Cutler are trading back. 3 seconds left, just less than, to try and get the bomb planted, but Guardian and Steez are going to be able to shut it down with the spray of those rifles, and 14-10 is now the score. But how is the money looking? Looks like CLG actually have loads of cash in the bank, so they're going to be having buys for days.
They won't have any issues with that. At the same time, though, Navi is going to be very much invested on this one. Well, everyone except for Zeus, actually, Zeus also has to make purchases still, so they're going to be very low. They're really on the edge on this one right now. And let's see what CLG brings us this time. It's going to be another B rush potentially. At least they're grouping up towards the B side again.
Grenade out!
The pre-nades perhaps. CLG have been using quite a slow pace. Looks like they're mixing it up a little bit with a bit of a faster pace into the B bomb site. Everybody's towards passing over. Very, very dangerous. The committed play, and they are going to go for it. Can they make it work without the split? Guardian takes down Hayes straight away. Looks like they're trying to force the issue here. Edward actually finds his way up onto the plateau. Gets taken down by Cutler. And Praise, but it's going to be CLG who are looking good in this one, and Finesse and Tarek in the last moment taking down both Seized and Guardian to get the round, and now they're on map point. Looks like CLG are poised to take this to a third map.
Another B execute working flawlessly for CLG. It was used on that bomb site that just didn't manage to connect on a couple of shots. As you can see there, actually, he was shooting Cutler from the side, and he should have actually gotten that kill. Could have made a huge difference in that attack, but as you have it, CLG is at map point at this time. It's very likely that we're going to be looking at a first map. Navi is very low on cash. They have a deagle on a couple of 3-5 seconds to work with here. So it's going to be...
Already you can see Tarek is just going to be using a lot of bullets to the door. Just almost using all of his ammo there actually with the AK, but sees this. He's unscathed. He's looking pretty good at the moment. He's back away though into another position, and he does have some teammates to play off of. He's got Guardian there who's in support with the Deagles, so that's a nice way to have. Who's at your back?
Yeah, slow approach from CLG, taking over this A long again. Let's see if they opt to go for a similar A execute as they did previously here, but instead it seems like they're going to be falling back and going towards that B bomb site yet again. As we have actually 4 Navi players are in that B bomb site.
This is good actually to see from CLG. We see the Molotovs used here, try to clean out the pistoling players, but we do have some counter grenades as well, and just using all the grenades, all the advantages. Now Tarek is moving straight in. He's got a lot of faith in his team that they're able to protect him. That's not the case. And this is looking quite disastrous here. 2 versus 2, JDM and Cutler, 17 HP combined. This is not a good look right now with 20 seconds on the clock. Navi might be finding a way back into this one. Zeus is awaiting that plant attempt. It's got to be soon. It must be soon. There's less than 10 seconds at this point. Zeus is burning. He's burning. No! What is going on? Cutler's actually going to burn Zeus alive. What? He didn't realize not to. What on earth just happened?
He tried to be too cheeky. He tried to just walk through that Molotov. And he was just taking a leap of faith, trying to go through the Molotov.
I almost couldn't believe it.
JDM.